cool amp I'm going to show you guys that I do most of my videos with now, and it's unconventional. They only made a few of them. Check this out. This is a Gerlitz Revelator. So it is a 65 Fender blackface circuit and a 68 plexi circuit, and it has 2 spring reverbs. So that's what's in this: a short tank for the plexi circuit and a long tank for the Fender circuit. So the guitar goes in here. The top row is the Fender circuit. I've got it here. I've got it on the normal, and it actually, I need to put that on sparkle because I like it. I might try that out here in a minute. And this is my old settings. So this is the gain, treble, mid, bass. The presence, I like to match the presence with the bass. The reverb is maxed. Okay, then it's like a jump channel Marshall. So bright, normal, lots of gain, by the way, on this. Treble, mid, bass, presence again, reverb, more reverb. And then here's the cool part, it's a mixer section. So this is dimed wide open, the Fender side. The Marshall side is not quite wide open. Now here's the fat switch. This is good for lower volume, and whenever you've got it cranked up, it should be down to normal after it's about halfway up. Okay, so here's a blend you can do. You can pan between the clean or the dirty. And then here's your master level. Well, it's off. Why is it off? Because I'll show you why. Here's a pedal that does the panning for you. I'll show you that in a minute. But I'm sending the preamps out. And here's the effects loop section. This is the returns. So I would send the preamp out, and I could have stereo effects running here. And then this is the mono or stereo. And then this is my attenuator for different kinds of effects, the output. Then I could bridge the output of the Class D power section. So basically what this is, it's a tube pre, and then it goes to a tube power section, and then it goes to a Class D power amp. They're very popular now, but when this amp came out, that was a heretical idea, and people just didn't get it. So, you know, it was a very expensive amp to build. So here are the speaker jack outputs. You can go mono or left and right. And this was a head. This is the chassis put in a combo. Now, about the panning, going from clean to dirty, you know, Jimmy Herring did that in Colonel Bruce and Aquarium Rescue Unit, and I loved Jimmy Herring. So in college, I had 2 Fender amps and a volume pan pedal, just like Jimmy Herring, and that's what my rig was. And the tone was crushing, but you know, it's a lot of stuff to take to a gig. So now in one combo, I could do the same thing. So all the way to the left is the Fender blackface. All the way to the right is a plexi. Now, you can also make it channel switching. Now the cool thing is you can set it in the middle where you got a little clean and a little dirt. You can put it in your mode to where you're channel switching. And you can go back and forth between your panned sound, which is a little bit of both, and then go in your mode sound, and you can do a hard switch between blackface or plexi. So you can have totally clean, totally plexi, or go back into mode and have your blend preset. So you really got 3 sounds. It's really, really hip. And with that line being sent out, this amp can run without a load. So it's not typical like a tube amp in that aspect. I'm going to show you what I'm running it through. Line 6 power cab. So I have the power cab, and you can put IRs in the power cab plus. This is the regular one without the digital stuff. So this XLR goes out to my recording stuff. And then here's the volume for if I'm wanting to play the cab. And then I can choose different preloaded IRs. The cream sounds good, cream back. And there's a low cut if you want. I don't like anything at 80 hertz on a guitar. It's just unnecessary for me. And then this is the line out of the Gerlitz. I can also use any of my digital stuff like Stomp or Helix Floor. And I can also, if I want to try different speakers for different things, I can just toggle through. You know, a lot of times if you have too many options, you just tweak all day and you don't get any work done. So that's what I'm doing. Is in this room, I'm using Power Cab because I can monitor my preamp, and that it also sends the reverb signal. So it's preamp through the reverb direct into Power Cab using the IRs going out via XLR to my recording stuff. Really hip. This is the combo chassis, and it's got a greenback and a vintage 30 in there. So I took the head out of the chassis because together the chassis, I keep saying head and chassis, sorry. So I took the chassis out of the combo because together they're like 78 pounds. It's crazy heavy with a 212. Back in the day, I had the chassis in the combo, and I had it in a road case and I could roll it anywhere. And I was much younger, so I could deadlift an 80-pound combo in a road case, which made it 100 pounds. I could deadlift it and put it in the back of a SUV if I was doing around town gigs. Well, I'm not doing around town gigs with this setup, so now I'm using it to do recording because it sounds crazy good. So this is number 19 of 60 made. Harvey Gerlitz is a friend of mine, and he made this for me along with Daryl and Eric, who helped design it, and Daryl wired it. So I'm going to be using, you've seen it already in this video, I'm going to be using the Go Box, and that's Daryl's company, Onyx Amps. And the Go Box is a drive pedal that goes great with this, so I'm going to use that. So you're going to hear clean with the Go Box, you're going to hear dirty with the Go Box, and I'm going to pan in between. You're going to hear all that stuff. So, you know, it's an incredible piece of gear. It's totally unconventional, and they're rare. They're very rare. I've had this, I think, about 25 years now. It's amazing. A lot of technology's changed, but honestly, this is one of my favorite amps I've ever played. And some cool news is they are designing a single channel, hand-wired point-to-point, the least amount of stuff to get in your way. It's totally the antithesis of this circuit. So it's basically just a hand-wired tube thing. And when that comes out, it should hopefully be in production late summer. When that comes out, hopefully I'll be able to get a hold of one of those and do a video for that, just to see how their design and their the ears and how everything has kind of changed in the past 25 years. But this thing sounds incredible. I really love it, especially for doing demos, especially for doing any sort of front of the amp demos. It sounds amazing. So some more playing here coming up.